Human being without this imagination cannot have this transformation in the brain. The neuroscience of the music which was done shows the music has a lot of effect on the health and rewiring of these neurons. But depends who is playing the music. If you are depressed, with your owls in your head, with your neurosis, and you are playing the music, you cannot do anything. Because the music without the spiritual values that behind you has no value. Otherwise, you will put the violin on electronic place to play with itself. Does not need you. That is why we meet, to work on each other, to bring communication, to bring healing, to bring this harmony, to bring these spiritual values, because spiritual values alone you cannot do it. Only you need another person to frustrate you, to humiliate you, and to accept this humility. It's like he's saying, like Jesus Christ was a humiliating people. And when he humiliated people was love, saying to the Canaanian woman, I came to the Israelians and not to the dogs. And he says that the small dogs, or what it's called, can eat from the, and then accepted this humility was love. Then created all these things. But we are proud and we go to play music that I'm a musician. Without humility. Humility is for you to accept the situation, to learn in your brain the maps of your image and of your past. To become a child now. And every moment when you are in a stage playing music, you need to be a child. To be reborn with what you are playing. In order to rewire your mind with the present, and to live the present, and to feel the present. The present is your human soul, which here, with notes, with the music, with experience, with the skills, all they do is symphony. All they get together. All the life is a symphony, is a dance, is a harmony, in which you are the sign of this music, in which you are. You are not a technician of sound. You are not an education of formal music like that. You are a living phenomenon, music. That is why we need the music for the mind to have the change. We need the music in the systems to have the harmony. We have the music, our interior music first, to listen to the music of life. If you don't listen, then your music will take your brain and your mind elsewhere and will be in conflict with your emotional conflicts and anxiety. And you get syndrome of the professional, which many have neurotics, musical neurotics, or dysphonia, or psychosomatic pains, or draining of energy, or all these things. And then you find the music to get addiction for this cannot addict you. And you find yourself isolated from the society because you live in your imagination of music and you don't find it in your life. And you get so passionate with your personality as a musician, you get addicted on your subjectivity. And here is a big problem. Therefore, many musicians have these problems of stress because there is no harmony between themselves to create this harmony. Because they don't know to work on the spirituality of themselves, means the spirituality, the art of living in the present moment, and to tolerate everything not to affect you interiorly, and to feel your happiness in your nothingness. Not to run from your anxiety to the addiction to the music or to the art and like that, and you carry your obsessions. That is why we need always to meet. Indifferent, if you understand what I'm telling or not, if you like or not, if you are frustrated or not. Important for me to do my message and to tell people what I feel. And important for them to tell them what they feel. to develop a musical world between us through our connections, through our relationships. Through this, we bring ourselves to the healing. Because the whole system of the world today, they expect from you to be not the musicians, through your sounds to heal the soul. Through music to heal the soul. To bring love, to bring peace, to bring your human values, to promote spirituality, to make the people to go out of their worldly things, to which they are addicted, and in which they are slaves to it. Through this music, they become transcendental. But when they go only to the concert on Sunday to tranquilize themselves as like they are going to the church on Sunday, then you become a tranquilizer. You become a morphine. You become like a show-off. Then why you ask nobody is understanding me? If you are accepting this, and the people, they come not to understand and to feel what you are playing music. They come to shake their heads and to be snob with you and to do show off. And this affects you negatively and you feel lonely and isolated and you are not communicating. It is because you are not talking and living the language of music. You are using it or abusing it as others they are abusing you. Because the true music comes from harmony of life and adjust and the balance in which you are in. This is, I am speaking about the healing music. I am not speaking about the kinky music, the conditioned music, the market music. I am speaking about the essence of music in life and where music must go to serve the consciousness, to serve the compassion, to bring compassion to the world, not the pleasure. Because if we bring pleasure to the world to tranquilize others, then you become a mask. You are not real anymore. But if you bring your inner voice through this music and you feel it, then you are a part of what you are doing. And you are a love message to the community. And this is the people, and this is what community needs. All we meet here in the same language. To serve the souls of the others and to serve them, all we are servants, and to free them from all their worries and addiction to the worldly things, to feel themselves, to feel inner peace, and to feel the real freedom which is within. Indifferent if I come through medicine or healing, or through my simplicity, or you come with the music, or with your profession, or with your poetry. We have to meet in the new community which is calling us to build, to regenerate our true civilization, which is based on the heart, which is based on the reality of your soul, which educates us emotionally to be flexible, to be positive, to be tolerant, to be adaptable. Not on how much you know or how much you owe, is how much you feel and you live. That is why we address the word of music, because the music is a word of feeling. And in this word now, there is a general apathy. How you can ask an audience with apathy to listen to your music? Only if you are apathic, and most of you are blind. Everybody thinks that the other is understanding the other. First of all, we need to heal the people of apathy to enjoy the music. We need to bring the life. We brings a vibration to vibrate them inside. So the vibrational energy, because you are giving energy through music. You are transmitting through this energy. The healer that is through you. The peace, the compassion, the spirituality that you are transmitting it through these waves. And this energy goes to the ears, and the ears goes to the brain. And the brain becomes molecules. And the molecules become coupled with this energy, goes to the neurons, to the nucleus of the neurons. And there can turns on the gene. And then can do rewiring with neurotrophins. And then create a state of pleasure and ecstasy, or a state of like that, of well-being. That he enjoyed and he lived, or he is inspired and full of energy. But if you send with this your depression, in which is repressed while you are working, and your hands are spastic, and after that you have all this pain and syndromes of musicians and dystrophy of muscles and all these things. And then is your depression. Then you will meet depressed people like you, who will listen to you. And you, instead of doing through music a reality of life, you are masking, tranquilizing a funeral of people. That is why it's needed in this world of musicians to work on themselves. You cannot deal with the spiritual dimension of the music unless you are spiritual. Otherwise, it depends to whom you want to address your music. If you are depressed and you are a musician, please go to depressed people. And with the music, all of you try together, your souls will meet together and will cry all together. But if you need to meet now for healing our community, for helping musicians, I'm not speaking about myself and what I do, because it's not important myself. Even if you see written about me, thousands of terminal illnesses, healed all over the world, this is for me nothing. For me to be here simple and to feel me that I am simple and not important. But if you feel me that I am important, I cannot talk. Because then I am not leaving the message between us to grow. And to bring us together in the consciousness, the global consciousness which is needed.